Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's Sal Stretford. How you all doing? And welcome to another episode of Chatterbox. Hope everyone's doing well and having a fantastic Friday. Whatever you've been doing today, I'm glad you're on board. I'm glad you're here, guys. Thank you so much for joining me on this very, very nice afternoon, of course, where I am. And you know what? Ruben Amram has just done his presser. Lots of talk, of course, guys. Lots of speaking about the players, etc. And yeah, not so good in regards to overall impressions in regards to those players. Those players need to pick it up, of course. Manchester United have agreed a deal with Diego Leon. Here we go. Here we go. Diego Leon will be a Manchester United player in July 2025, of course, guys. But that's not the last left back that Man United will be going after. Man United are still in for another left back. That means bad news if you're a Luke Shaw fan or you're a Tyrone Malacia fan. I'll be getting into that. But please, guys, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're new and smash a like on the video. That'd be absolutely fantastic, you guys. Really appreciate you guys for your support, your unwavering support, of course, guys. Unwavering support. Absolutely adore you. And thank you very much for joining me today, of course, guys. Thank you, everyone, of course, guys. So let's get into it. Big up, Jim. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Who is Tyrone Malacia fan? Big up. Greetings, Sal. How are you? How was your day? Big up. It was good, Jim. Absolutely fine. Love the day. Nice, of course. Absolutely. So yeah, enjoying it. Enjoying the day. Enjoying the Friday. Enjoying the elements. You know, and no game today, but Man United are playing on Sunday, so it's coming quick and fast. So it's non-stop, isn't it? Press conferences, team news, you know, previews and stuff like that. So we don't stop, do we? Big up, Jim. Of course, UK Rap. You broke it first. Yes, I did, UK Rap. Thank you for noticing, my friend. You absolute legend. Thank you for noticing. I do try, guys, to bring the news to you as soon as I get it. You know, not always. Lumen, who is Tyrone Malacia fan? You. Pick up. First transfer in the Amram era. I hope it's good. Yes. You know what? He's a young lad. He's 17. We can't expect too much, guys, from this transfer. We have to obviously be careful, don't we? Because, you know, a lot of people are going to get a little bit giddy. A lot of people are going to get a little bit excited about this transfer. Of course they are. They have every right to. But Manchester United are looking to totally reshuffle the left side of our defence. And that includes getting rid of the likes of Luke Shaw and Tyrone Malacia. And Manchester United are interested in Girona left back, Miguel Gutierrez. Of course, Miguel Gutierrez, who is a player we were mentioning in the summer, is still on Manchester United's radar. Manchester United want competition for places on that left side, with Harry Mas looking to go on loan to a Premier League club next season. So Tyrone Malacia and Luke Shaw are basically on audition this season to see if they have the capabilities and know-how to implement Ruben Amram's tactics effectively. So we have to obviously understand that, you know what, just because Tyrone Malacia or Luke Shaw, whoever is playing on that left side, you know what, playing, it doesn't mean that they're going to play. It doesn't mean that they're going to stay, should I say. Absolutely. Excellent signing. Big up, Amir. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Good to see you, mate. Amram is going to be a flop, worse than Eric Ten Hag, in my opinion. I think, you know, Nah, mate. Lumen, that's a very silly comment, mate. At the end of the day, you just need to look at Sporting Lisbon. You know, at the end of the day, how's Nagelsmann gonna succeed when he can't succeed with Germany? You know what I mean? At the end of the day, you know, getting slapped up every team they play in Germany, don't they? So at the end of the day, look, you know, Nagelsmann's a good manager, but Ruben Amram's a good manager. And the thing is, you've got to stop blaming managers and you've got to start looking at the intelligent thing, and start looking at the players, Lumen. You know, and that's what you need to do, because it's the players that are the issue, right? And until Ruben Amram has his own players in there, then only you can start judging the style of play and whatnot. Do you know what I mean? And you don't like this or you don't like that. But you know what? It is fribbling 3 weeks, guys. Absolutely. Big up, big greetings, UK. How are you? Big up, everyone, of course, guys. Van der Beek is performing good at Girona. He would do, because it's a league that suits him at the end of the day. No expectations. People seem to forget that Manchester United is one of the most heaviest shirts in the world, you know, when they play for Man United. The way that Van der Beek's career ended and started and progressed at Man United was an absolute nightmare. We know it was. Do you know what I mean? We know it was a nightmare. And I felt sorry for Van der Beek. But sometimes, when you leave a football club is sometimes the best option for you. And this is exactly what I'm saying about Marcus Rashford. Marcus Rashford. Do you know what I mean? Exactly what I'm saying. He looks physically strong for the challenge. Absolutely. He is 17 years, known as the beast, of course, guys. So he is a strong player for a 17-year-old, guys. He is a strong player for a 17-year-old. But he's not really good. He's not really good. Van der Beek is. I mean, I wish Van der Beek all the best because I knew how his career started and ended at Man United wasn't nice. I did like the player before we signed him. Of course, he was in. Was he a contender for Ballon d'Or? Contender, guys. Remember that. And you know what? Whatever happens at Man United have been completely toxic this last 11 years. So this is the whole thing about new managers coming in. People forget that we've been toxic for 11 years. Some people act like we've been successful for 11 years, challenging for titles and whatnot. We haven't been. It's going to take a monumental effort to fix everything, of course. And you know what? It's going to take time, and we need patience. At the end of the day, Ruben Amorim has come in midway through the season. He has a special kind of tactics. His tactics are unique. They're not the same as most managers and stuff. So that's what we have to look at, of course, guys. It's very important that we're not too pessimistic in regards to things. It's very important that we're a little bit more smart in our analysis of what's going on at Manchester United in the past and in regards to Ruben Amorim. This is what's important, guys. And I would say that, I would truly urge people to be a bit more, patient. It's not surprising to see. It's a bit surprising to see some fans turning on the manager. There's been sly remarks and premature criticisms. We have to take a step back, guys. As I said, we have to take a step back. Performances have been poor. Results have been poor. But at the end of the day, you know what? You got to truly understand how football works. Football doesn't work like that, guys. Football doesn't work like that, At the end of the day, this is not a bunch of overweight people playing cricket. This is football, high-level elite competition, fit athletes. Do you know what I mean? Ruben employs a highly unique system that relies on a specific player profile. Right now, we don't have that player profile, and we can't function effectively in that formation. But we're not going to give up that formation because success does not lie in a compromise. You cannot compromise on your philosophy that has worked for you. If you knew about Sporting Lisbon, you knew about their history and they haven't won a league in so many years. And then Ruben Amorim went there and they absolutely smacked it up. Soon as he leaves, lo and behold, look where Sporting Lisbon are. He's riding mid-season. He's herring in the squad he didn't assemble. These transitions take time, guys. I urge you to take, just be a little bit more calm, especially when you're implementing a complex tactical approach. Because that's what it is. That's what it is. Amorim's a fantastic manager with a proven track record as well. Just look at the decline as Sporting Lisbon. And that's what I would urge you to do, guys. Absolutely. And you know what? By the end of the season, hopefully, Ruben Amorim would have separated the good eggs from the bad eggs. And you know what? We will have the key to succeed by the start of next season. We all knew what this season was going to be about when Ruben Amorim walked into the door. We knew that this was going to be an audition. This was going to be a test, at the end of the day with these players. And, there's going to be pain. Ruben Amorim warned us there was going to be pain, guys. Success, look, when you go into the gym with a beer belly and you're overweight, right? You don't go with one session and have a six-pack coming out, do you? You don't walk into a boxing gym, box a couple of times and expect yourself to be like Mike Tyson, prime. It takes time, guys. Do you know what I mean? And that's what I would say to you. Absolutely. Great, Jim. We only can hope Amorim will do well. He is not a flop, guy. He's a serial winner. If he does not do well, remember this. It's the players, the Glazers, Ineos. Absolutely, Jim. Spot on, brother. Yo, how's it going, my friend? A big up, never mind. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Hi, sir. How are you doing, my friend? And I had a good day today. To all the new people, smash the like, subscribers buttons if you would. We're on the way to 6,000 subscribers. Our channel. This is our channel. We are on the way to 6,000 subscribers, guys. Let's try and get there as soon as possible, guys. We need to get it up. We need to move all up, guys. I've got a lot of people in line. I've urged many of my Twitter sphere to come and join me today, guys. So welcome my Twitter sphere. Welcome my Facebook sphere. No Facebook sphere, but Facebook sphere, isn't it? And Instagram, obviously, family, of course, guys. So thank you, everyone, for joining me today. Of course, guys. Jim, how you doing? Success requires work, and work requires dedication. Look, the problem with people, Jim, and I said it earlier in the earlier show, people want to get to the top of the mountain, but don't want to climb the mountain. And that's the problem. They want to get to the top of the mountain, but don't want to climb the mountain. That's the underlying issue that Man United are having. Man United fans are, they don't understand where we come from, right? And I've been urging this. I've been like the same drum, the same record playing over and over again with Ten Hag, the same thing, because at the end of the day, whilst you've got a culture of a football club that is dumbfounded and not good enough, you're going to get the same results. This culture at the football club needs time to change. It's not only about a culture. It's not only about players and managers. It's about a practice. Every single day doing the same thing again and again and again to perfection, or aiming and striving to perfection. Every single day, Manchester United players have to do that. Manchester United staff, from the tea lady to the CEO, that's what Manchester United need to do. Every single day, doing the simple things perfect and trying to strive for the best always, right? And that is what we should be doing. It is a culture. The way you eat, the way you sleep, the way you talk, the way you conduct yourself, how you are at home. Are you settled? The way you relax, the way you speak, everything, the way you dress, everything at Manchester United means something. And this is one thing I would urge people to understand. Success doesn't only come from what's happening, in front of your eyes. It's everything behind the scenes. Everything behind the scenes. You know what I mean? Everything needs to be on point. It just takes a little spark of negativity to resonate throughout a squad and for a successful team to become an average team. Do you know what I mean? Big up, never mind. When he knows I'm more than never joins the stream because he's too busy on United Road and one NFC streams. He doesn't even care. That's okay, mate. That's all right. I've got 576 people watching me. Never mind. That's fine. That's okay. I like GK. I like United Road, and I wish them the best of luck. Nothing but love to them. You know what I mean? I know where I'm going, and I know where I'm going to be. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, that is one thing about them. GK's here almost every day. Yeah, I have nothing but respect for my guy, of course, guys. I don't go. I mean, you're not gonna. I mean, G20, 21. Never mind 21. At the end of the day, you know what? United Road's been on this channel. United Road's been on this channel. Asherman has been on this channel, and I have nothing but love. Hello, Eva. How you doing, my friend? I hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Sal, in the last few days, my friend who is a Liverpool fan was using my account. So if he had said something bad to you, I'm sorry. Who is your friend? I've never seen you. I haven't seen you for a while, never mind 21. I haven't seen you for ages. Honestly, I haven't seen you for a long time. Kenny, big up Sal, mad cold in India. Wow. We'll be back to YouTube next week. Big up, Kenny. Hope you're doing well, brother. Hope you're good, mate. Hope you're feeling good. Hope your family's well. It's good to see you, mate. Good to see you. YouTube is glitching. Oh, okay. Is it glitching, YouTube? I mean, that is no surprise there. Then is there no problem? Absolutely. Agree, Sal. Spot on. Big up, Jim. Big up, Kenny, of course. Absolutely. I'm Sidcraft. Okay. Sidcraft. Sidcraft, yeah. He hasn't been the same. He hasn't been the same. He has said some naughty stuff. I would say that. Absolutely. He hasn't come across as a United fan, if you know what I mean. Absolutely. Kenny, it's a basic fundamentals that a football club has lacked for a decade. Absolutely, bruv. Absolutely. Great. Jim, a big up, Grayo, the legend. How was your day? It's so good to see Grayo. Grayo's a ray of sunshine, of course, guys. Grayo is a ray of sunshine, of course, when I see Grayo. Absolutely. Big up, Grayo, of course. Big up, Nevermind 21. 507 people didn't even like the video. I know, mate, because not all of them are Man United fans, unfortunately. Nevermind 21. Unfortunately, my friend. Absolutely. How are you doing, sir? I'm very good, Teddy. Good to see Teddy in the house. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Hope you're good. Absolutely. Good to see you. Absolutely. Incense Craft Mad Advance. I mean, I'm so confused with this. I mean, I've lost touch with it all. My family and relatives are doing well. Big up yourself. Absolutely, Jim. Big Kenny, big up yourself. What did I say? What did he? Mate, loads of stuff, mate. Loads of stuff. You know, mate. If I'd be here all day if I told you. Thanks, Graham. Doing great. Good. See you guys. You know what? Bruno Fernandes has been talking, obviously, to the media. I just want to bring this in. I'm going to get more quotes from, obviously, Ruben Amorim in a little while, but I just want to touch on these quotes from Bruno Fernandes, if you don't mind, guys. Let me just bring these quotes in for you guys real quickly. And I want to know your opinions about this. Basically, he said we had 2 or 3 transitions at moments where we could have killed the game. It's in regards to the game yesterday. But also, when we don't kill, we have to run back quick. And we did it a lot of times. Yeah, and that is the problem. And also the problem is giving the ball away, Bruno. When you're giving the ball away, that is where the issue comes, isn't it? That's where the issue comes, of course. We want to go through in Europa League. Of course you do. You're not going to say you don't want to go through, Bruno. Of course you want to go through. For goodness sake. Sometimes these interviews are very, very, predictable, ain't they? Cliche, so to speak. We want to be in the highest position so we can avoid playing 1 or more games, 2 more games in this case. And we have to win the games we have ahead. Absolutely. So we have to do everything we can to win that game because, like I said, in Europa League, it's the same in the Premier League. We're not in the position we want to be. We need points. We need to win. Absolutely. And for us, obviously, it's Manchester City. It's a Manchester derby, but it's just 1 more game that we want to win, and we have to win. Of course we do, guys. Of course we want to win. Absolutely. We have to win this game. It's very, very important that we win this game, of course, guys. I would love Man United to win this game. I would dearly love Man United to win this game, of course. They made a good pressure. They get good the goal, but the most important thing is we are the resilient, the fighting spirit to come back. It is. But we need to show that in the bigger games as well. We really do need to show this in the bigger games as well, of course. Obviously, I think we need to find. It was a good performance overall. Obviously, I think in the final third we could have kept the ball a little bit more in regards to the game last night. But we knew the man marking from them was difficult to get away. So sometimes it was just more of a pass and run to try and find gaps. You got to create the space. You got to be imaginative. You got to try your best to, do it yourself. You got to take initiative and stuff like that. That's one thing I would say is that sometimes you got to take the initiative on the ball. Sometimes we're passing, but we're indecisive. We're very indecisive. And I would say this, right? I would say that we're a few seconds too slow in our passing movement. We're too slow. We get the ball and we're too slow, guys, in my opinion. Very, very slow. In my humble opinion, of course, guys. In my humblest of opinion, of course, guys. And that's one thing I would say. We need to quicken up the pace. We need to get it going, and move, pass and move a little bit quicker, guys, of course. Let's read some of your comments. Of course, guys, let's get this in. Grayo. Who is Diego Lea? Heard that the kid for the first time. Which position? Left back. Kenny, left back. Been speaking about him since the summer. Yeah, big up, Kenny. Big up. Yeah, he's a left back, mate, playing from Paraguay. Kenny, there you go. There's a confirmation. Big up, of course. Goes to Joe Sal. The compilation I watched of Leon, he doesn't play like a young. He handles that position like a veteran who has played in Europe for more than 4 years. I doubt he will play in the academy. Yes, goes to George. That's true. And one thing I would say about these type of players, and I've been stressing this thing for a very long time, guys. In South America, they haven't lost the street footballer. They haven't lost the grassroots footballer. Nowadays in Europe, players are much more pampered. They're more richer. They don't need to play the street football and get discovered by scouts because they're cousins of that guy, son of that guy. And that is where the edge is being taken away from European football. In South America, they still have that. And players like Diego Leon are way above their age. Way above their age. They're 17 by number, but by physicality and experience, they're a lot older. They're 25. If you look at Kulungi, for example, he's 16. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, you got to look at some players. You think, wow. These players are monsters. And you know what? He's been well scouted. Man United have done very well. Ineos, congratulations to Jason Wilcox, by the way, on the discovery and on the signing, of course, guys. So congratulations to Jason Wilcox. Well done. I like these type of signings because you know what? It's not a pressure signing. You sign a player for 4 million euros. It's not pressure. it goes wrong. Oh, well, we loan him off somewhere else. We probably get more money than you paid for him, and that's what's the good thing. Also, they won't be demanding an incredible, astronomical amount of wages. That's also a good thing, and I like the signing. And get used to these type of signings, guys, because these type of signings are going to happen quite a lot at Man United, to be honest. Teddy, Rashford, I'm out. I'm tired. I'll bring Tyler Dibbling in. Tyler Dibbling, of course. Yes, absolutely, mate. Look, I would love to get some of those youth players in there, Teddy. I really would, to be honest with you, because you know what? I'm not saying just fill up the whole team with youth. 4 or 5 would do. You bring them in, whether they're on the bench, whether they're in the first team. You know what? That's what we used to do, innit? Sir Alex Ferguson used to do that. You know what? We've got to stop relying on the predictable. We've got to stop doing the predictable. I know that Man City is a little bit of a stretch. We can't just chuck the youngsters in the Man City game. But going forward, like in certain games against Glasgow Rangers and teams like that, we need to obviously try out some of these youngsters. I mean, Harry Amass is a blessing. We've been talking about Harry Amass for a long time. But it does look like Man United may sell Malacia and Luke Shaw with Gutierrez also coming in at left back from Girona. So Man United have not rested on their laurels with the left back position. They've got this Diego Leon, and they've also want Girona's Gutierrez as they wanted in the summer. He's still on their transfer list. And the reason Gutierrez is on their transfer list because he can play a number of positions for Manchester United, of course, guys. So Man United are still in the hunt for defenders, guys. So just because we signed Diego Leon, this is not the end of it. So Man United are looking for bargains, etc. Of course, guys. Big up, Asif, how you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Big up everyone. Of course, guys, absolutely. I'm having the same feeling that we did when we played Wembley 50-50. I mean, hopefully, Rastov, hopefully it is how we start the game is very, very important. If we start the game well, then great. You know what I mean? As long as we start the game well, that would be absolutely fantastic, of course, guys. You buy what Jenna said. No, I don't, mate, because I'm monetized, mate. I don't do things like that, mate. I don't do that because I'll get blocked, mate. So I did not watch the game last night. It was around 3:45 a.m. and I had to be up early in the morning, 8 a.m. I saw the highlights on Nana should be dropped. Always making silly mistakes. Sell him. Absolutely. Sell him. I mean, yeah. Anana has been a bit of a headache, to be honest. Very big headache, to be honest, guys. And to be honest with you, the mistakes we can't do. You know what I mean? Basically, we can't do that at Man United, these mistakes anymore, because the majority of the time, you pay for these mistakes. And in the top leagues, you're going to lose points and you're going to get knocked out of competitions. We got knocked out of the competition, Champions League, because of Anana last season, Jim, innit? And you know what? We saw what he did against basically Galatasaray and things like that, of course. We saw what he did, didn't we? And it wasn't great, was it? We have to have more signings like this. Yes, we will. I think we will, Teddy. I really do think we will. Absolutely, we will, of course. Absolutely. It's time to predict a fairy tale score, and don't predict a fairy tale score. Lumen, you're very close to being blocked, mate. Sal, do you think our standards regarding young players has dropped because we keep making excuses for 18, 19, 20, 21-year-olds, especially strikers? Do you remember Clive at 17? Yes, I remember, mate. I remember. We keep making excuses for 9. I mean, Clive was a player that Man United wanted. I mean, of course, guys, Man United wanted obviously Clive, the young Clive, of course, the son of Patrick. They did, and unfortunately, it didn't work out for him. The development of young players is very important. When the way you nurture players is very important. Sir Alex Ferguson was a legend at doing that. He was an absolute genius at nurturing young talent. Everyone knows what he did with Cristiano Ronaldo. Bring him in, take him out, bring him in at the right time, take him out at the right time, send him to Madeira on holiday, things like that. Of course, you know what I mean. And that one thing about that is it helps the player. It makes the player feel more comfortable and more at ease, of course, guys, if you do. Asif, Sal, did you happen to read Daily Mail article about the United needs to sell to buy to? Yeah, I did, but that's the Daily Mail, Asif. I pay no mind to what the Daily Mail say, of course. Absolutely. I pay no mind to it. Absolutely not. I don't care what the Daily Mail say. I don't care what they do, to be honest with you. And to be honest with you, they are one of the worst newspapers out there. So I'll take it with a pinch of salt, Asif. That's what I would do, of course. I think Onana is a lack of concentration. He's too much, Teddy. You know what? Yeah, that's true. I just think he's too much of a joker. I think he's too much of a joker, too much of a clown sometimes, if I'm being real, if I'm being real, he's a bit of a clown, if I'm being honest, and to be honest with you, he does act like that. At the beginning of the game against Nottingham Forest, he was laughing and joking with Euro, and he just looked like a bit of a not serious guy. As a goalkeeper, you need to be very, very concentrated and 100% on it all the time. Absolutely. Yes. Big up, Grayo. Big up, Grayo. Grayo's a moderator. Don't worry. Grayo don't mess about, guys. So remember that. Sal, you missed my comment, brother. Sorry, which one? Which one, Jim? Which one? Let me see. That one. I think I read that one, Jim. I'll read it again. Sal, did not watch the game last night. It was around 3:45 a.m. and I had to be up early in the morning, 8 a.m. I saw the highlights. Onana should be dropped always. Yeah. That's exactly what I've just been talking about. Is Onana, Jim. I think it was that comment I missed. But I did just talk about that one, I think. Let me have a look if there are any more. I think that's it. I think I did read them all, Jim. Sorry if yeah, so I'm saying I love the club more than us here. And I know that, and you love the club more than I don't love the club more than anyone, guys. I don't. We all love the club the same amount, wherever we are in the world, and the thing is, the only thing I have different to you guys is that I've been supporting the club for 40 years and I understand what the club has to do to get back to where we need to be. It's not just about me supporting the club better. Loads of people I know love the club just as much as me. They love the club. The only difference is I urge people to do a little bit of research in regards to that, And when you're talking about my YouTube, making comments about my YouTube and things like that, you don't understand YouTube, mate. You know what I mean? I've been on YouTube since 2005, 2004, 2005, when YouTube was invented, mate. I was doing music, working with platinum selling artists, including Eminem's people. So you know what? At the end of the day, no one could say anything. I'm not just a guy on YouTube. And Grayo knows that. Do you know what I mean? So at the end of the day, you know what I mean? If you want to make cheeky comments and you don't understand algorithms, you don't understand problems with YouTube and stuff like that, and the way these streams work, then you know what? Maybe it's not, you shouldn't really be making comments about it. You know what I mean? Trying to, downplay me and make me look bad and stuff like that, which is ridiculous, guys. Absolutely ridiculous. I've worked a long time on this channel. Absolutely. Yeah, but obviously. Don't take moods out on other people. Go to a punch bag and punch the punch bag, my friend. Punch the punch bag. Don't come on a stream and start giving it to me, right? Because you know what? You were blocked before, and I unblocked you, Lumen. I unblocked you. And you know what? You be kind, yeah. You be nice. Absolutely. And look, if Grayo forgives you, I forgive you. Big up, Jim. Lumen, Grayo, please say hi to the Aussie group on my behalf. Jim, by the way, Lumen said hello. Hello, hi. He said, I won't mind rotating Onana with Bayende for games. Sometimes a rotation, it helps players calm down after watching others. Onana is a top keeper, but we may need to VTech to return us understudy. I like Kovar. I like Donnarumma. I like those type of players. I like those type of goalkeepers. I really do. I like goalkeepers that give me a sense of calming. When I look at Onana, he just fills me with anxiety. I don't know about you, Goals for George, but he fills me with anxiety and nervousness. You never know what you're going to get, and unfortunately, as a goalkeeper, you can't be like that. You can't, because your defense, if we're feeling anxiety and stress, imagine what those defenders are feeling with Onana behind there. Imagine what they're feeling with Onana behind there. Do you know what I mean? And at the end of the day, you have to understand that, we need a calming influence. Edwin van der Sar, you know what I mean? That's how Peter Schmeichel. I like Donnarumma. I've said that. I like the Brighton goalkeeper. I've also said that. I like Kovar. I thought he was good. He was brilliant. Won the league with Leverkusen. Of course, don't know why we got rid of him as well. Do you know what I mean? It is something, obviously. It is something. Didn't you felt Anthony and Mount cameo made a big difference? I felt that Mount's cameo made a difference. I don't think Anthony, he was average. But going forward, what we have to do, we have to take everything acid with a pinch of salt. I did feel that the changes made a huge difference. But a pinch of salt is what we must take, because at the end of the day, it is obviously Pilsen, Victoria Pilsen. So at the end of the day, we cannot take too much into this game. We didn't learn much in this game, to be honest with you. I know that Pilsen defeated the likes of Real Sociedad and Dynamo Kiev, but we didn't really learn much because we were kind of expected to win that game, and we obviously didn't really know much about our players and learn much about our players last night, of course. And the big game is on Sunday. We will learn a lot from Man United from that game because Man City are in a bad way, Man United are in the league in a bad way. So we're going to have to wait and see what happens in that game. And it's going to be a true test of character, of course. And may the fittest survive. Absolutely. So I cry for my club. I feel the pain when we lose. I don't want to watch United teams play. That's just me. I'm like that as well, Jim. I used to, back in England, we have Match of the Day. Match of the Day comes on BBC One. And every time Man United lose, I didn't used to watch Match of the Day. It used to ruin my day. And that is exactly how I am, Jim. When we lose, I don't like watching football. I hate watching it, and I hate looking at YouTube. I hate looking at videos and stuff like that because it just drives me mad because I know the most pleasing part of some people's day is when Man United lose. There's some people who love Man United to lose, absolutely. Thanks, Sal. Love regards to Lumen. Absolutely. Yeah, Lumen, Jim has sent his regards. He sent his regards. Given the performance, Amram should be certain of which team pick against City. If he still does not get it, then I personally be worried. Look, at the end of the day, I'm looking forward to when Ruben Amram brings in his own players. And that has started already with Diego Leon, of course, guys. So Diego Leon will be in at the end of the season. You know what I mean? And that would be exciting to see a player like that. Fingers crossed, all being well with his fitness and stuff like that. It'll come in at Man United at the end of the season. And that won't be the only name that comes in. And rest assured, there'll be a few names on that transfer list you would not know. You would not know. They will be scouted heavily. They'll be scouted heavily. I've spoken about a number of players over the last few weeks. Of course, I was speaking about Pepe from PSV. Of course, the other day, the striker, 10 goals and 15 appearances for PSV. There's a lot of players that people don't know that are on our wish list going forward in the summer. And of course, guys. So let's wait. Let's be calm. Let's not jump down his throat. And you know what? Let's give it time because it's going to take time, guys. He even said it himself. It's going to take a little bit of pain for long-term gain, of course. So that is one thing that we have to remember, guys, that we have to obviously be a little bit more patient in regards to that. I hope that everyone is patient. I hope that they are because, you know what, I got a lot. I like Ruben Amram. I really do. I will do, Jim. He's got to behave himself, though. Absolutely. Onana gives me Barthez. But at the end of the day, goes to George. Barthez was a far better goalkeeper than Onana. Barthez, he was mad as well, though. Oh, my goodness. He came out with some fantastic saves, and then he'll do something silly, wouldn't it? Do you remember the mistake against Arsenal with Henry when he passed it? He rolled the ball out to Henry. Do you remember that? When he rolled the ball out to Henry. Do you remember that? Mad. Do you know what I mean? Sal, would you swap our UEFA League position? No, because we're 7th. So that's not much of an improvement. 7th doesn't get you Champions League football. Europa League gets you Champions League football, you win. But you know what? You make a good point, man, Latata. Because at the end of the day, it depends how far we are from 4th. If we're 1 point away from 4th, but 7th, or 2 points away from 4th, but 7th, then, it is one to kind of think about and ponder. But if we're 10 points behind 4th, or 7 points behind 4th, then I would tend to urge my way into the Europa League. But one thing I would say is that this, right? If we were 13th in the Europa League, we qualify for the playoff, which will be a playoff, 2-game playoff in spring. I think it is late February. I think it is. We play 2-game playoff. So if we are 7th in the league and in the playoff in the Europa League, I think that's a good deal. Actually, man, Tata. You got it. I think that's a good deal, to be honest with you. If we're being honest with ourselves, I think that is a good deal. I really do. We're 7th in the league and in the playoff in the Europa League. Take it, man. Take it. I would, obviously. I think you see that. That's how, obviously, we change, of course. Now we must go on and beat City. That's the challenge. Absolutely, Jim. The challenge is to beat Manchester City. That is the challenge. The challenge is to beat Manchester City. And you know what? What we have to do is basically... believe in ourselves. Believe in ourselves that we can go there and win. Man City have been on a downward spiral. Whole number of problems are going on with Man City at the moment, and you can feel it in the air at Manchester City. 130 charges, apparently. Do you know what I mean? So at the end of the day, look, they've got a lot of problems, and we need to capitalize on that. We do. We need to capitalize on that. We don't have that type of problem. Okay, we have footballing problems. They have off-field problems of the absolutely astronomical kind. We need to go out there and give it to them and just put them to the sword, like they've done with us many times. And you know what? That's what we have to do, of course. Gray handling more than two. Asif couldn't even handle one. What you on about? Asif's a legend. Funny enough, have not given up on Anthony. I feel he has a chance with Rashford, Garnacho, and Xerxes. Struggling. Anthony seems to be more mature now. I mean, look, goals for George. I'm not saying no, don't give him an opportunity, blah, 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 because at the end of the day, when we're looking at the team, no one has really grabbed the opportunity, goals for George, have they? When you think about it, everyone should have a chance because no one has really grabbed their opportunity and solidified their place in the team. It's absolutely spot on because at the end of the day, look, you know, I don't know what we should do in the Man City game. I'm conflicted on what formation we should play. You know, and what team we should play. It's going to be a difficult choice, what we should do, but it's going to be interesting to see what we do going forward in regards to that. Because you know what? One thing I would say in regards to, let me just do this, write this tweet. 1 second. One second, guys. I'm just writing this tweet. There we go, guys. Teddy, Sal, would you take Alphonso Davies? Yes, I would, because he'll do fantastically well on that left wing back position. A lot of people are saying, oh, don't get Alphonso Davies, he's overrated, this, that, and the other. Nah, he's 23 years old. He's a fantastic player. Left wing back, we need that left wing back position, of course. Absolutely. And you know what? It would be great if Man United did get a player like that in, of that quality, of that stature, of course, guys. That would be absolutely incredible. You know, but obviously it looks like he's going to Real Madrid, Teddy. It looks like he's going there. Do you blame him, to be honest with you? We can't entice players with money anymore. We have to sign players that want to play for us. And you know what? I'm happy with Diego Leon. I'm happy with these type of players. I'm happy that we're going after players that are going to be hungry to play for us. Of course, guys, that's why I'm hungry, of course. I'd love Cunha. Cunha's brilliant as well. Yeah, I think Man United are interested in Cunha, but obviously it's the price. It's the price of these players, of course, guys. It is possible that Amram may not be giving Wilcox tips about targets he was monitoring while at Sporting. The targets would be from those relegation, which don't cost much. Yeah. At the end of the day, you know what? While at Sporting, the targets would be from those regions which don't cost much. Yeah, absolutely. And this is where we need to look at Bolivia, Paraguay, Ecuador, Mexico. You know, these type of countries are, you know, stacked with talent. And over the years, we haven't really looked into that. We haven't really looked into that talent. You know what I mean? Absolutely. Diego looks like a beast. We need to get business in January in the market. So a few and bring in a few. It's urgent. I know we normally don't do much in winter. Situation calls for action. Absolutely. Lovely comment. Good comment, Jim. Well said. I agree. Absolutely. We have a chance to beat City. Even a point ain't bad, but we'd love a good performance. Teddy, I would love it. Wouldn't it? We're due to give Manchester City a game. We're due to give Manchester City a game. We need to give Manchester City a game, guys. We really do. Manchester City, you know, have given us hell after the last few years. And to be honest with you, we need to win at the Etihad. It's about time, isn't it, that we went there and won a game, isn't it? To be honest with you, it's about time. Absolutely. Sal, now I know why the standards of our players at the moment. Pick your team, Sal. No, I'm going to choose my team tomorrow for the match preview, Asif. I'm going to think about it a little bit. But let me read your team. Onana, Licha, De Ligt, Maz, Ugarte, Mainu, Bruno, Mount, Ahmad, Rash. It's a good team, Asif. I wouldn't say no. It's a good team. At the moment, these are the type, you know, he could pick that team. You never know. It could be that team playing on Sunday, of course. It could be that team, but you know how it is, isn't it? You know how it is with that. Of course, guys. If Onana starts against City, they were targeting with long-range shots and pressuring through the game. Yeah, they will. Of course they will. They know about Onana. They know about Onana Matata. They know that. And they will target him throughout the game. You know what? This is the whole point, isn't it? About having a reassuring goalkeeper. You know, at the end of the day, we don't know what we're going to get with Onana. You know, we really don't. We hope we get the Champions League final Onana, who played really well. The FA Cup final Onana, you know, when he made that mistake. He's always prone to a mistake, and this is the problem. But I would say about Onana that he has been okay this season, but the last 2 games against Nottingham Forest and the last night, obviously he's starting to go back into his old ways. And I don't want that. I don't want him to go back into his old ways, because at the end of the day, you know what? We're going to suffer because we need points. And you know what? You only beat these teams by 1 goal at the end of the day. Against Nottingham Forest, even if we didn't win, that mistake from Onana was the difference between a point and no point. At the end of the season, you might be a point from the top 4. And you look back at that game and think, do you know what? Wow. You know what I mean? If we got the point in that game, if we at least drew in Nottingham Forest, we would have qualified, of course, guys. Absolutely. Do you think Euro will start? I don't think so, Teddy. No, not in that game. I can't see it happening. I think the back 4 will be De Ligt, Licha, and Mazruri. I think Dalot will play on the right, and I think probably Malacia will play on the left. It could be the same defense as before, of course. In the late 90s, there used to be a program called Football Maracas, sponsored by Rothmans, and it showed highlights of South American football in the standards. Where was that goal for George? I can't remember that in England. In England, we used to get Brazilian football late at night, about 3 a.m. in the night, and then we used to watch the Brazilian football late at night. It was, and you had to get up really early in the hours to watch it. They didn't really show much of South American football. In England, we basically got Spanish football. In the early days, in the 90s, we used to get Italian football on Channel 4, Football Italia. And that was about it. And then you'll get the Division 1, which is the old league, the old championship on Sundays on obviously ITV. And the Premier League on the Sky, of course, guys. So absolutely. Goodness me. All right, yeah. So at the end of the day, look, you know what? I'm positive, guys. I don't know about you, but I'm very, very positive about everything. I'm ready for the game on Sunday. I'm ready, and I know that you know what those players might think. You know what, might not be ready, but I'm definitely ready, of course. Jim, so what needs to do against City is close down the spaces and don't give away cheap possession, frustrate them. If we do that, we win a draw. Absolutely, Jim. And the most important thing is to silence the crowd. Silence the crowd. When you're giving balls away and simple passes, you only give confidence to the opposition. And you know what? We've been giving a lot of confidence to the opposition, of course, over the last few weeks, of course, which has led to us dropping points. Of course, Jim, of course. Let me just read some of the comments from the Amorim presser, of course, guys. Ruben Amorim was in a presser, of course. It's Amorim on, is it a good time to play City? He said, I never think about these things. We will face a great opponent and I'm more focused on our problem. We have a lot of issues. So I am more focused on what we should do on Sunday to win the game. So I'm really focused on my team. Of course, yeah, he's going to say that. He's not too focused on Manchester City. He's more focused on his own team, and I absolutely agree with him. In regards to team news, everyone should be back. Evans is back. So Johnny Evans is back, guys, for Manchester United. We've got an extra defender in there, a little bit of stability going on there. If anything happens to the defence tomorrow on Sunday, of course. Amram on what makes Man United players run, it's for transition. So tell them to run and which kind of positions they must have when the ball is in the box. Absolutely. And you know what? We saw a little bit of that about the movement, about the running from Rasmus Højlund yesterday. A great brace yesterday from Rasmus Højlund. Was very pleased with Rasmus Højlund yesterday. And it does look like we are working on the transitions and the passing around. Amram also said, we will try to make sure there are targets during training and during games. We will try and push them to the press. If they don't have time to train, they can play in 3 games. So they can improve with that. It's about putting some small things, some marks on the pitch, telling. Absolutely. Telling players which players would be when the ball is near our box. So look, you look at this, right? And you look at the way Ruben Amorim is talking about movement, when you're in the box, how to get in the box, when to get in the box. This shows you what a good manager that Ruben Amorim is. Tactically, to a T, talking about, what players should do, what movements players should do, where they should go, what time they should go, timing, everything like that. You know what I mean? So obviously, he is a great manager, of course. He goes on to say, I think they are improving, and if you see the transitions, you can see that we are improving on the speed at which we move. Sometimes we cannot do it, but we are training, and I can feel it in the team. Can you guys feel it? I've seen little bits and bobs about it. I've seen bits of it. I haven't seen the full. I haven't seen it perfectly, but I've seen little bits and bobs about it, of course. Amorim, on if he ever spoke with City about their possible managerial opening, you remember when Amorim was linked with Manchester City? He said, never heard from them, and this was my only option. When Manchester United talked about me, I had no doubts. I had already something in my mind that MLC job could be a possibility. Absolutely loves Man United, of course. With Manchester City or Vienna, nothing about that. So he's not going to say that anyway, guys. Even if it was true, he's not going to talk about Manchester City, is he? He's not going to go into that, is he? I mean, that'd be unprofessional, wouldn't it? Amorim, on whether he's looking forward to the derby, he said, "I'm really focused on the details. I just want to improve the team, so I cannot treat it like a normal derby. It should be like two great teams fighting for the title, and it's not that at the moment. But it will be. Don't worry about that. It will be. I don't know about Man City. They'll probably get relegated with all the charges they have, of course, guys. Absolutely." In regards to Onana, he said, you have to take it like it is. He had already in the past situations like that. We have to work on this. So look at this, right? This comment from Ruben Amorim in regards to Onana. He said, we have to work on it. He didn't dismiss it. He didn't say that's a lie. He's been playing well. He saved us. He didn't sugarcoat it. I like that about Ruben Amorim. I really did like that comment about Ruben Amorim. Of course, Amorim on the derby. So it's just one more game with a very good opponent. Both teams are struggling in at the moment. So I hope in the future I can feel that the real feeling of a derby that has title implications. But my goal now is to improve the team and win games. Absolutely. That is the most important thing at the moment. And we'll try to do this. We'll try to win games, of course. Of course he is, guys. We're going to try. We're always going to try and win games, of course. More on Onana. He said, if you see the play, we are trying to build up a lot with the goalkeeper, making the bounce with Mata de Ligt. This time we have a disconnect a little bit during the play. And when we tried this, we suffered a goal, a difficult goal. A difficult goal for us in the end of the second half. But we managed today, not like against Nottingham Forest, we managed to help Onana like he did in the past for us. So it's just obviously a very cliches comments coming out, of course, guys. Amorim, speaking about Man City, said the great teams can respond in a moment, and I think they are in a better place than us in the type of understanding the game. The way they play, the confidence they have, even in this kind of moments, we have a lot to focus on in our team. Our focus is totally of course. Our focus is totally, of course. We have a strategy to try and win the game with strategy like it should be, but we are focused on our team. Absolutely not focused on Man City at all. Absolutely not. So those are some of the quotes from Ruben Amorim, of course, guys. Some of those quotes coming out. Absolutely. Let's get back to some of the comments. No problem, Matata. Big up, Matata. Big up. No, Sal, nothing about say. Don't be positive. Let's be negative. Trust me, we will win. We will be win. Don't worry about it. As long as we don't lose the game, guys, we are in. Obviously, please be negative. We all want 3 points. Sal, I beg you, folded hands and knees. I beg you with folded hands and knees. Oh, goodness me. Matata, you're going off on one. Some respect, man. It's a community where we are welcome. Be kind. Yeah, Matata, this is a community, and you're speaking to Sal Warner, right? I've just got off the phone to a platinum selling artist, right? And I'm coming in and talking to you. No disrespect, but at the end of the day, show some respect to my community and show some respect to me, my friend, because you know what? I ain't Tom, Dick, and Harry. Do you know what I mean? I'm not, you know what I mean? I'm not some guy. You know what I mean? So please speak with me with a little bit of tone. Be nice and be nice to my community, guys, because you guys, this is our community. Our community. This is ours. This is our channel, our channel. Let's respect it and let's try and get it to the top. Let's make it good content. This is what we should do. I'm scared for City game because to the smoke we would play at all levels to Juventus levels with organizations, but I don't see our players at that level yet. MasterCard by Juventus. Yeah, but you know what? Juventus are beatable, and I watch Italian football. They had Man City's number, but Juventus are beatable. But more experienced than us, much further on in their development in regards to tactics, etc. So Rashford is history, 100%, absolutely, absolutely. Anana has saved us many times this season so far, but it cost us the game against the Forest and put us in a situation against Pilsen last night. Do you think Altibanda can be picked? I hope. I mean, you know what? Against Man City, it might be a bit of a tough decision to make, but I don't think he'd be picked on Sunday. If I'm being honest with you, I would have played him yesterday, in my opinion. If I was pushed to shove, I would try and give Boyende some game time. If I was given a choice, I would try and give him some game time, in my opinion, because I think he deserves it. He hasn't had. When was the last time he played, Asif? The last time he played was against Newport County, wasn't it? Only 12 likes, guys. Come on, please don't forget to smash a like. There are problems with YouTube, by the way. Algorithm problems, of course. I had 100 likes on my video last night. But there are problems with the algorithms today with my stream, of course, guys. That happens. It happens, especially if you're monetized and stuff like that. So that happens. Big up, Grayo. Thank you, mate. But don't forget to smash a like, everyone, on the video anyway. So, Amram v. Ten Hag, Marino, and Van Gaal, who is better with the due respect to each and every one of them? Amram, it remains to be seen. I would say in the top order, I would say the best managers that we had were top. I mean, I'm going with Amram because he's the guy. He's the guy. Amram's the guy. So I'm going Amram. But Amram hasn't won nothing. But let's be real, right? Let's be honest. Mourinho top because he won 2 trophies. Ten Hag because he won 2 trophies. And obviously, we can't judge Amram at the moment. But I think Amram has got the potential to be better than all of them. I really do. I think he's got the potential to be better than all of them, if I'm being honest. I really do. Big up, Jim. Please. Yeah, it's a bit of a problem. We are all united here, 100% South. Big up, George Best 007. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you, mate. Hope you're good, mate. Really good to see you, mate. Yeah, you know what? It is all eyes are on Sunday. All eyes on Sunday. That's a face of very much appreciated. Yeah, we're trying with the algorithms today. They're going a bit funny today. YouTubers on a trip today, guys, by the way. Okay, good evening, guys, from Singapore. Never a dull moment here. Never, Pearl. Never a dull moment in the Stretford Post community. Of course, guys, we do have some people. But one thing you would understand is that, you know what, I'm a real guy. You know what I mean? And that's what I would say. And yeah, at the end of the day, glory, Man United all the way. Big up, Pearl. Big up, Jim. Big up, Grayo. Big up, of course. This is the only way to be thankful for such legends like you and Sal for such a lovely platform to explode the best and worst. Thank you so much, Asif. You absolute legend. I really appreciate you, Asif, for joining me on the watch-alongs every single game. Really appreciate you, mate. Really do. Great footballing opinion, very down to earth, and I like people like you, Asif. Absolutely serious people, know their football. Really good to see you, mate. Absolutely. And also Jim as well. Yeah, absolutely. Big up, Sal. Love to you, brother. Always got your back. Thank you, Jim. I got your back as well, as you know. To be honest with you, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, you know what I mean? Potatoes will potato, clowns will be clowns. And that's about it at the end of the day. Do you know what I mean? And the way we do things, you know what I mean? Look, people from all around the world, guys, you know what I mean? Man United will be Man United. Man United fans all around the world. And we each Man United fan, we love Man United equally the same, regardless who we are and how long we've been supporting the football club. But one thing I can offer is my experience in supporting the football club. That's what I can offer. It doesn't mean that I love the football club more than anyone else. We all want the same thing. Well, I hope we all want the same thing. I hope we all want Man United to be a successful football club in the future. And that is what we are. We're on the same boat to the same destination. So I really do hope that, you know what, many of the people in this community really want what I want, which is Manchester United's being successful again. Look, I'm privileged. I count myself very lucky to have seen Man United win a treble. I've seen Man United win Champions Leagues and every single Alex Ferguson Premier League title and trophy. So I count myself lucky. I really hope that one day we reach those heights again. So you guys who haven't seen that and witnessed that, feel it, what we felt then. Because what we felt then was indescribable, undescribable. We couldn't describe the feeling, right? It was incredible. It was an incredible moment. And I want you guys to feel that one day. I want you guys to see us win a Champions League and a Premier League. And I want to be on this community. And I want to be talking to you guys passionately about it. You know what I mean? Hopefully that will come. Hopefully that will come at the end of the day. And you know what? Never say never. because the cream always rises to the top, in my opinion. The cream always rises to the top, of course. Thank you, mate. Actually, it means a lot. I don't do much, to be honest. Sal is the man. No, Grayo, you are the man, mate. You are the man. You supported this channel for a very long time. And you know what? I've got nothing but love for Grayo. He's helped this channel immensely. Grayo, if this channel blows up, mate, you know, together. We are together on this, mate. This is a project, a process, as Amarim calls, of course, guys. Absolutely. So you're making me feel teary of the good old winning days. I do it. I mean, I do it to myself sometimes. Jim. You know what? When I talk about the past, you get this little bit of a lump in your throat and you start getting tingles in the back of your spine and you start thinking about the times, you know, and, you know, how it meant back then, you know, because when you talk to me, people asked me yesterday, why should they listen to me? And why should we not go to another channel? Let me tell you why. I used to leave my workplace after a night shift and go and see Man United kick off at 3 p.m. in Manchester. I lived in London 2.5 hours, spent all my money going up to Manchester to watch Man United. I would then go back the same day, right, home, right, and get no sleep. I would go abroad to watch Man United. I would get an overnight coach to Manchester because the Manchester United fans meet up at Manchester Airport to go and see a European game. I would get an overnight coach, go on a plane to the destination, get to the destination, take you to the city centre, watch the game at the time the game is on. After the game, get back on a plane, back to Manchester, coach all the way down, night shift for me. That's what I mean. In 1998, 1999, I had no money, right? But every single bit of pennies I saved up, I got a coach down to Spain, a coach down to Barcelona. I didn't have a hotel. Right. So when we watched the game in the new camp, right? I was there. You know, if you watch my membership video, I've got the full story. I, you know, partied all night, clubbing because we didn't have a hotel, slept on the beach. You know, and that is why you're talking. And when you're talking to me, you know, you're not just talking to them. Like, you know what I mean? You're talking to me. You know what I mean? I've seen a lot. I've seen the likes of Brian Robson and Eric Cantona. I've even seen the likes of Paul McGrath, you know, and players of that stature. So when you're talking to me, I'm talking from a pure love perspective of my football club, our football club. That's what I'm talking about. When you come on this stream, I'm talking pure Manchester United, not sensationalist headlines, not clickbaits. It's all about Manchester United. I don't care about numbers, watchers, likes. You know, for me, it's about the quality over the quantity. The quality over the quantity. And that is how I've always been. If you are a true Manchester United fan, you will keep it Stretford Post because this is where it is, guys. Stretford Post, guys. Guys, Sal, we need the Avengers to turn around this season. If we are Amarim, I would be putting all of my efforts to win the Europa League. I agree, mate. Absolutely. Sal, Jim, talking about nostalgia, one of my favourite ever moments was watching us beat Liverpool 2-1 in 1975. Wow. Tommy Docherty, of course. We stopped them winning the treble, Grayo, didn't we? We stopped them winning the treble. I wasn't born then, 2 years later, Grayo. But yeah, we stopped them winning the treble, of course, giving away my age there. But yeah, and what a time. Grayo, you must have loved it, mate. I wish I was there, mate. I wish I could watch it. Loads up to you guys. Just me, I stopped going into the lobby since I joined here. Loving it. Big up, Asif. Good community here. We have a couple of bad apples, just like Man United. Then, you know, Man United are a little bit, look, Stretford Post is a little bit like Man United. We have a few bad apples, right? Which resonates. But you know what? Those bad apples are still at the football club. We can't get rid of them yet. You know? Do you know what I mean? So we got those bad apples here, and let those bad apples do what their bad apples do, which is obviously have maggots and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Inside them. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, let the bad apples be the bad apples, of course. True legend, Grayo. Big up everyone, of course, guys. Absolutely everyone. Thank you, everyone, for joining me today. It's been a fabulous show. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're new and smash a like on the video, of course, guys, if you would like to do that. Thank you, everyone, for joining me. Have a fabulous evening, afternoon, morning, wherever you are. Big up everyone in the chat. You absolute legends. Grayo, you're a legend. Love you, brother. And Jim, of course, guys. Big up Jim, but Jim, the legend as well. Thank you, everyone. Asif, thank you very much for joining me. Every single person. Brian, of course, guys, as usual. And Goals for George. All these people have fantastic footballing opinions. We all have an opinion, and that's what football is about. It's all about opinion and getting your voice heard, because I will never block out anyone's voice. When I have huge guests on this show, when I get the people I got planned to come on this show, I'm still going to give people a voice. I'm not going to block you out. That's how it's going to be with me, guys. So have a fabulous evening, a day, night, wherever you are in the world. Thank you very much for joining me. I'm Sal Warner. This is Chatterbox. Take it easy, guys. Peace.